The Dingers podcast is on the air. Ripping off a little Pat Hughes there to start the show. How do you like that there, Jeffrey?
Oh, I like it. It's, let's mix it up.
Yeah, let's mix it up. This is episode 87. Did you think when we were going to start this that we would get to 87 episodes?
I didn't know how far we'd get, but I think the sky's the limits for us.
The sky is the limits. We're hot in the streets there, Jeffrey. We're doing big things here at the Dingers podcast.
We are.
And we just took 2 of 3 from the Cardinals. That has to feel really good.
Oh, it's amazing.
Especially after a crap outing of losing 3 out of 4 to the Pirates, to come and take 2 out of 3 from the Dirty Birds is feeling good.
Yeah, it's a little more special since we did it at their ballpark.
Yeah, the most boring city in America, St. Louis. Going there and taking 2 of 3 is a great time. And it started with Friday night with Kyle Hendricks, the Apple TV game of the week. Do you like the Apple TV? Do you get Apple TV there, Jeffrey?
No, not currently. I didn't even think I kind of had some stuff going on Friday, but is that something you could watch free, or did you have to be subscribed to Apple TV?
You have to be subscribed to Apple TV.
Oh, then no. I had it free when I got my new iPad to do the podcast.
There you go.
I let that lapse.
Well, if you notice, I am on location. I am up in Northeast Iowa. My family's moving to Northeast Iowa, so my regular setup is not here. I am holding my microphone. It's going to be a little bit different, but we'll get through it. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I'll have my setup set up here and ready to go. But the Apple TV. I mean, there are other channels and ways to be able to stream the game. I'm not saying that these are right or wrong. You do you. I wanted to watch part of the game on Friday, and so I found one of these other apps to watch the game. And what I witnessed was vintage Kyle Hendricks just dealing. And that's what you like to see, because a good Kyle is a good front line part of our rotation. We need him on. We need him leading the charge. And when Kyle has been off for the last, this year he hasn't been on very much. But when he has it, it kind of stabilizes our rotation, especially when we talked a lot about last week of Steele and Thompson pitching really, really well as of late. We need another guy, especially with Miley and Smiley, and Stroman all down with injury. We need some guys to step up, and Hendricks did that on Friday. I think he pitched 6 strong innings, 0 runs, just dealing, and that's what we needed on a Friday. I will say this about the Apple Podcast game. The picture is amazing.
Is it? I bet it is.
It is amazing. It's so crisp and so clean. So crisp and so clean.
Who actually did the color commentating?
Their crew, I can't remember. Eric Young, I think is one of them, and then I can't remember the female broadcaster. She does a really good job. The only problem is they get super hyped over every little thing in the game. They overdo it, and it's okay, act like you've been here before. You don't have to celebrate every time the Cardinals get a base hit. Wasn't many of them, but they sure got excited.
Right, that was a ground ball out, not at a critical time of the game. Let's simmer down.
Yeah. But let's get into a little bit of what Kyle Hendricks did. Pitched 7 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 0 runs, 0 earned run, 1 base on ball, 6 Ks.
That's a pretty dominant performance out of Kyle. And like you were saying, when he's on, it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the pitching staff. Because when he's off, everybody is, it seems like.
And I'll just say this, I think the biggest issue with our Cubs team has been starting pitching. We haven't, especially this year, we have not, and last year, how many pitchers did we go through?
Oh, God.
We have not had a stable base of of guys that we throw out there, we know are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and pitch every fifth day. We don't have that. It feels like we're calling up Adrian Sampson. They're decent.
Caleb Killian.
We're calling up these guys and Matt Schwarmer and we're throwing them into the fire. And it'd be so nice. I know it's nice to see young guys because we need to see what we have in these young guys, but it's also really nice to have a really good starting five that you can trust every fifth day to be out there pitching for you and put you in a chance to get a W that day.
Yeah. We've kind of been plagued with the injury bug in the pitching staff this year. Wade Miley's only made a few starts. Drew Smiley's been injured. We haven't even seen Adbert Ousley yet.
Yep, and we forget about him. Like he's somebody that I looked forward to so much going into this year of being able to see pitch, and we haven't seen him at all. He is, I think, starting his throwing program in Arizona, which is really nice. So hopefully he gets back in the mound soon. I forgot to mention that this episode is sponsored by Toppling Goliath Brewery. I'm drinking one of these, the seltzer, Pseudo Sue seltzer. I mean, I figured it is only 5 o'clock. I didn't want to get into the heavier stuff. I would drink a seltzer to start out with, and it's the pineapple seltzer. Not too shabby. This is one of the better seltzers. I don't really like the other brands. We won't say their name because they're not sponsoring the show, so I talk about them. But for a seltzer, it's not too shabby.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm going to bypass a beer today because I was overserved yesterday. Wow.
Golf outing take you a little deep?
Oh, goodness. Got started early, a little before noon. Came home, cleaned up, took a shower, and I walked uptown to a restaurant. Got a bite to eat. Then walked on my way home. I stopped at the bar, and I shut that bar down.
There you go. Shut her down.
I have not seen 2 a.m. unless I've gotten up to go to the bathroom. And I don't know how long.
But you did last night.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. So, there's that.
There's that. So, did you watch Saturday's game?
Saturday's game I watched this morning while eating, I'd say breakfast, but I had it at 11, so it was technically brunch. I thought Sampson looked all right. He gave up a lot of soft contact stuff.
Lighter
contact, whatever. So
no, it was L lighter. He took the L.
Oh, he took the loss? Didn't Sampson start yesterday?
Yeah, Sampson started.
Okay. So Leiter took the loss?
Yep.
That's all right. I mean...
Well, that's because we did our thing, and we did a late rally and tied it up, and then...
Late rally tied it up. But...
I will say this about that game. You know, we got 2 hits out of our right fielder yesterday.
Was that?
And it wasn't from Jason Hayward. It was from Nelson Velasquez.
Oh. All right.
That's the guy we need to see out there more often.
Right. Doesn't he have like 15 homers combined between AA and AAA?
He has quite a few in AAA.
Yeah.
I know before he got called up in AA, I think he was at 8 or 9. I don't know how many he's hit at.
I really think there's
Iowa.
No better time than to play as many of the young players we have at the end of from here on out. Yep. I don't think we're playing for a playoff spot.
I will say this in the game that Hendricks pitched, Nico hit a home run, 2-run home run. Mm-hmm. I've said it now for 3 months that Nico is Trey Turner light. He is going to be the next Trey Turner. He, in 2 years, will be an all-star. Our core right now, whether we like it or not, is Nico Horner, Ian Happ, and Wilson Contreras. Now, the big thing is, what are we going to do with Wilson Contreras and Ian Happ? At the trade deadline, I don't know what we're going to do. There's a lot of rumors swirling around. There's a lot of question marks there that need to be answered. But what we decide with those 3 are going to dictate where we go forward. But they're our core right now.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with those 3 being our core. I don't see how they could sell off everybody else and then start like completely over next season trying to build.
Well, we don't have a lot that people would probably want.
No,
for one.
Not currently. I think it'd be different if Wade Miley wasn't injured.
I think we could have got something for Wade Miley.
Right. I mean, because the few starts that he's made, he's looked really pretty decent. So.
Yep. And then let's talk about today's game. We started Alec Mills. I will say this about Alec Mills. If there is anybody that is in the home run derby this year that needs that guy to pitch to him, to throw that soft toss in there for them to hit dingers, he is your man. He would be a great, if I was in the home run derby and Alec Mills was on my team, I would definitely ask him to be the guy that throws me soft toss to hit dingers in the home run derby, wouldn't you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And in the third inning today, St. Louis got that. They got 3 dingers off of him in a 5-run, I think it was a 5-run third or second, one of the two. Got 3 home runs, 5 runs, but the Cubs bounced back, rallied 5 runs of their own, didn't hit hardly any out of the infield that inning, but got back in the game, and then it was a 5-5 tie all the way to the 10th. That's when what was it?
Wilson hit in Velasquez?
Yeah, Velasquez started on second. Wilson hit him in. Then we got the bases loaded. This is what killed me. With Yan Gomes, they walked Nico to get to Yan Gomes, and then Yan Gomes hit into an inning-ending double play when we really needed to add insurance.
Right.
Like, that just kills me in these extra inning rule games. Is like when we have runners in scoring position. You know what Joe Madden would have done in that situation with 1 out?
No.
He would have sack bunted. He would have bunted. He would have bunted. He would have done it like a safety squeeze and got that extra run in. Like, there's a lot of things I didn't like about Joe Madden, but I guarantee you he would have got that extra run across when he needed it. He would have done something funky to be able to get that in. And Cubs seem like in extra innings, they never can push past the extra run to be able to win games. They got lucky today that David Robertson was lights out and dominant in the game today.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'll tell you what, the whole entire bullpen, they pitch? They go 5-6 innings today. They only gave
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scoreless innings.
7 scoreless innings. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, I mean, yeah, the biggest issue is our starting pitching is so young because we're dealing with injuries from a lot of the veteran guys that we were hoping to lean on in Stroman and Smiley.
Yep. And then let's look ahead. After winning 2 of 3 from the Cardinals, we now go into a series where we're back home versus the Reds. We have a series of 3 games starting on Tuesday versus the Reds, and then we play the Red Sox. So it's the week of Red, the week of the Red. So we got 3 against Cincinnati and then 3 versus the Red Sox the weekend. My brother is going to the game on Saturday night, the Fox game of the week. So he's lucky. He doesn't have to listen to Fox broadcast the game. He actually just gets to go there and experience the beautiful Wrigley Field. But these, especially when we're playing the Reds have just gotten smoked as of lately. We need to win these games. We need to play well. We're at home. The last time we played the Reds, we didn't fare very well. No. I think we split. It was a 4-game set. And we took two games. We're playing the Reds. Come on. We're fighting for that last in the division. We're fighting for the cellar.
All right.
Come on, let's see some fight, guys. And at least 2 of 3. Another 2 of 3 set. That'd be nice.
I hope so. That'd be great. Especially since the weekend series against the Red Sox is going to be pretty tough. They're playing lights out baseball right now.
They are. They, I think, just passed the Blue Jays in the East.
Did they just get the 16 straight wins? I know they hit 15 in a row, which
they've been playing lights out, playing really good baseball.
Like to play spoilers, and they snapped the Braves 15 game.
We do. But I do want to end this podcast. We're going to keep it short and sweet because I'm on location. A little bit. The other guys, I mean, we do need to say something about this. because Kevin hasn't been on
in a month.
the podcast in a while. Like the commitment level,
It's not there for some of these guys.
we need to have a talk. I think he's putting family before podcast family. So maybe we need to sit down and talk with him or talk to his wife.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Or
have
maybe
a
the
word
kids
with
are
him.
getting in the way. I don't know.
I'm gonna have a word with him at the gym tomorrow because I was really pissed off he didn't show up on your last Friday.
Yeah. Didn't come.
What a prick. And
then Jake, his sister's wedding is this weekend, so he's not here.
I don't know. He could have caught the next one, I guess.
Yeah.
So he could have made the pod.
Yep. Could have. Yep. But we wanted to end with some fun. I've been thinking about that. There's a lot of Cubs players that might look like celebrities. And I wanted to know what you thought if you were to look at some of the Cubs player, who would you think is their doppelganger celebrity?
All right, we'll throw one up there. Let's see who I got.
Let's see Justin Steele. Who do you think is his doppelganger?
I'm gonna say like maybe like a young Ed Norton.
Ooh,
possibly.
That's actually really good.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah.
I didn't have one for Justin Steele, but that's like if there was a movie made about the Cubs being horrible this year, Ed Norton
takes the ball.
Yep. All right, Christopher Morel.
I think that's O'Shea Jackson Jr. And for those who don't know, that's Ice Cube Jr. I think so.
Okay, I'm going with Michael Ealy.
Right, what's that familiar?
Okay, so he was in The Barber Shop. He was in Fast and the Furious, or Too Fast, Too Furious. He was in a Kevin Bacon TV series called The Following. He was like in one of their last.
Oh, yeah. I see it. I just Googled that dude.
Yeah. Doesn't he look like, you could see Christopher Morel. Like that's Christopher Morel right there.
Yeah. Wow.
I did good, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I'll pat myself in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's next?
All right, let's go with Ian Happ.
Oh boy, Ian Happ. Part of me wants to say the dude that they just designated for assignment that's just signed with the iCubs, Clint Frazier.
Clint Frazier? Yeah. Like Clint Frazier got out of there.
Steve Zahn.
Ooh.
The dude from oh my God, he's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in that movie with Matthew McConaughey, Sahara. Little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. He's hilarious. Steve Zahn
He is funny.
He is hilarious.
Well, I like him in Saving Silverman when he's got.
Yep, Saving Silverman. All right, let's go with Patrick Wisdom.
All right, this one might be kind of tough. Patrick Wisdom. Ooh. Part of me wants to say one of the Hemsworth brothers.
Ooh, yep, that would be good.
Maybe not the one that played Thor.
Yeah, the downgraded one that was in
the remake of oh damn it, that movie in Colorado about the Russians. Red Dawn.
Red Dawn, yeah.
Yeah.
Luke. It's
Yep.
Luke. Or no, Luke or Liam.
Liam.
Liam is the one that's in that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see Liam. He was also in Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he was in The Last Song. Was he married to Miley or Ray Cyrus?
He may have been.
Well, Ian Happ's not married to Miley Cyrus. He is engaged though. Let's go with the last one, Matt Schwarmer.
All right. I gotta get his face in front of my face. Matt Schwarmer. Why is the first thing when you Google Matt Schwarmer his salary? Does he make a lot of money or something? He's almost like a child.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a young guy.
He is. Boy. What about the kid that got from Stranger Things? Will?
Oh, I could see that. I could definitely see that. The one plays Will in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And one knows his actual name.
I'm looking it up.
Will Byers is played by Noah Schnapp.
Yeah, something like that. Noah Schnapp.
There we go. That's actually pretty good. We did a good job with those.
So. I think we did.
We'll end by talking a little bit about the brawl that happened today. I just sent you that. Did you see the brouhaha
My goodness.
between the Seattle and the Angels?
Yeah, so I was happened to read an article about it on like Yahoo Sports, and then you sent me the link to another one. So I started watching the video, and I was waiting to see the crate of sunflower seeds that got chucked out of the dugout. And I never saw it. I was so pissed. But yeah, that was a full-blown Donnybrook.
Yeah, there's three things that you need in a good baseball fight, and that is it being an actual real fight and not just people like standing out there just jawing at each other,
Pointing fingers.
Two, where it's like multiple rounds. It was like round one like happened, it kind of died down, and then round two started, and then it like kind of moved out to the pitcher's mound. Like it was in by the dugout, moved by the pitcher's mound. Like haymakers being thrown, and then like the bullpen pitchers actually sprinting down, like not just like, oh, just taking my daily stroll here, like going on my afternoon walk. Like these guys were like sprinting down and trying to get involved in this. It was great. And I mean, I love that it was two guys from the NL Central from the Reds last year that was kind of the headliners in it. Suarez and Winker. Yeah, man, like they just got into it. It was good.
Oh my goodness. It was. I tell you what, it got heated real fast. I love a good baseball brawl.
I couldn't find Ohtani and I couldn't find Trout in seeing where they were in the fight, because I wanted to see if they threw any punches or if they were kind of just like, hey, come on, guys, like let's be nice. Like,
can we just be friends?
I could see them being more that than like the haymakers.
Right.
Suarez, man, he was heated. And he wasn't even involved in it, but man, he got heated. I will say I am wearing a Chicago Cubs Sammy Sosa jersey, so bring back Sammy Sosa to Wrigley Field. The last thing, we need to get Sammy Sosa back in Wrigley.
That's right. It's been a long time. So is he on the Cubs roster the last time they played the Red Sox at Wrigley 10 years ago?
Let's look at that. The Cubs haven't played the Red Sox since, when was it?
They haven't played.
2012.
Yeah, that's the last time the Red Sox were at Wrigley. It was 2012.
Let's look at let's start with the Red Sox roster.
Okay.
That was Kevin Youkilis, Dustin Pedroia, David Ortiz, Jared Saltalamacchia, Adrian Gonzalez was on that team. Let's look at the Cubs roster. Can you, without me telling you, name any of the Cubs players? By hearing the Red Sox players, can you name any of the Cubs players?
Starlin Castro.
That's one. He started at shortstop that day.
Okay, so Ryan Terrio's not on the team then.
Nope.
Boy. So is Rizzo playing first in 2012?
Nope.
Is it Micah Hoffpower?
Nope. That was nice.
I had to dig deep.
It was Jeff Baker. Was playing. He was a backup catcher, but also played a little first. Jeff Baker and Steve Clevenger pinch hit for him and came in to play first base. Who was playing second base? Can you name him?
Is he now on the MLB network?
He's also a big purple dinosaur. Darwin Barney.
Oh, Darwin Barney. Okay.
Center fielder, he was one of my favorites for that season. He went out and got him. He could
Reed Johnson?
There you go, Reed Johnson. Our catcher was Wellington Castillo. Mr. Batflip himself, Luis Valbuena.
No kidding.
And then we had David DeJesus. He played a little right field, played some center, bounced around. And we had Alfonso Soriano.
And left.
But I think that was the year that we traded him.
Probably. Back to the Yankees?
Back to the Yankees. And the pitching rotation, we had Pat Mohallam, who actually had a really good season, I think, one of those years for the Cubs. And maybe it was the year before. But I think he had a pretty good season. We also had Jeff Samardzija that year, Travis Wood. He stuck around.
Yeah, Travis he did.
He was the one. Ryan Dempster, Matt Garza was in that one. Chris Russin.
Well, hold on here.
Randy Wells.
Matt Garza, is that the year we traded Matt Garza to the Rangers for Kyle Hendricks?
That would have been. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Kerry Wood was on the team that year, and I think he retired in the middle of that season.
He may have, because didn't he sign on to come out of the pen?
Yeah. Yep. Carlos Marmol was still on the team during that season. It's a throwback. James Russell, I think he got called up that year. He was pretty good out of the pen.
Yeah.
So, man, it's good to hear those names. It's good to go back and hear those names.
Oh, yeah. So, like most of those Red Sox players was the nucleus that won the World Series in 2013.
Yeah.
A year later. Then. Wow.
Yeah, because Johnny Lester was on that team. Josh Beckett, Clay Buchholz.
Yeah.
Daisuke Matsuzaka.
Man, they had a pitching staff.
Daniel Bard was on that team. Yeah, they had some really good. They had a really good pitching staff.
Was Jonathan Papelbon still on the team then?
No, he wasn't.
He's gone. So he must have left after their 07 World Series.
I don't think he was on there yet. I don't think they picked him up yet or he called him up yet.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. All right. Well, that does it for episode 87 of the Dingers podcast. Thanks for listening. Again, follow us on Twitter at Dinger Cubs. Next week, we'll be back to normal broadcast schedule. It will be the 4th of July, so we might have to bounce around because usually we broadcast on Monday nights, and today is Sunday. Mm-hmm. We have to do a day early. We might have to kind of finagle it around and do a Tuesday show. So, just stick with us. We're going to be talking some Cubs baseball. So that's why you should follow us at Dinger Cubs on Twitter and join our Facebook group, Dinger Cubs. And if you want any more, you can go to Shy City Sports YouTube channel and follow us there. Thanks for joining us this week. Go Cubs. We took 2 of 3 from the Cardinals. It's a good day. Go and enjoy your Sunday night. Have a drink for me and with me as we end this week on the Dingers podcast. Thanks for listening.
All right. Good night, everybody.